What's good? It's your boy Jay. Let's discuss Smackdown from March the 1st, 2024. This was a very solid Smackdown. Very, very solid. Very fun show. Most of it anyway. So we kick the show off with Roman Reigns. His music hits, and he comes out with Paul Heyman, Jimmy Uso, and Solo Sikoa. So, Roman gets in the ring and tells the crowd to acknowledge him. The fans cheer. He tells them they used to be louder. He tells them to do it again. And then they chant for Cody. He says that they'll try it again, and if it's not up to his page, he'll leave. He asks them to acknowledge him, and a lot do not. He tells Paul Heyman to fire up the jet and that they're done here. Then Paul Heyman obliges and says, no, he declines and says they can't leave yet. The Rock's coming out to give him a moment. And Paul Heyman tells the crowd that the biggest star's coming out after this commercial break. So, The Rock comes out. He's still wearing expensive vest. No, he's wearing a really cool dress shirt and black pants. So, a small bit of Rocky chants break out. So the fans boo. Then The Rock gets on the mic and he asks the fans if they want to boo The Rock. Rock says before The Rock drops gospel on them, he's got some news to share. He says apparently Glendale's 10 miles away from Phoenix. He asks if there's a lot of people from Phoenix here tonight. A good bit of people cheer. He says that makes sense. He did some research and here's what he found out. The number one city in America filled with cocaine and meth is Phoenix, Arizona. This was hilarious. Rock says, finally, your life has meaning because finally, you cactus-loving crackheads have something worth shooting in your veins. Really good shit. So Rock says that they're in a good mood. He said pro wrestling's cool. It's electrifying and exciting again. It's why basically everywhere they've been has been sold out. He says it's because of The Rock and the bloodline. He says that Cody's not their hero. I mean, my bad. The fans chant Rocky. Rock says Cody's not their hero. He's not cool. Rock says Cody wants to go one-on-one with the Great One. The Rock says that he sees and hears Cody. The Rock says another challenge. He says that's not how it happens. He says the world wants to go one-on-one with The Rock, including everyone in the arena. He calls the women in there crackhead Karens and meth head Marys, telling them to calm down. He says Cody thinks he can go one-on-one with The Rock when he has the biggest WrestleMania match of his career. Rock says they heard his challenge, they laughed, and now The Rock is a businessman. They have a counter offer to make to Cody. Rock says on night one of WrestleMania, the biggest tag team match in the history of WWE, the history of wrestling, it'll be The Rock and Roman versus Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins. It won't be a regular tag match. If Cody and Seth win, then on night two, Cody's championship match will be free of the bloodline. No Rock, no Jimmy, or Solo Sikoa, or Paul Heyman. They can get the lawyers and sign the contracts. So Cody can't breaks out. Rock says, but if him and Roman win night one, then on night two, for Cody's championship match, it's bloodline rules. Anything goes. The Rock might pull up a chair against Pat McAfee and call the match. Jimmy could be the referee. Solo could sing the national anthem. Although Rock said that they could share and bash Cody's brains in. Rock says that Cody and Seth have a lot to think about. He said he wants an answer by next week. If he doesn't accept, everyone knows The Rock will stop Cody from making it to WrestleMania. The Rock says no one can stop him. So the fans can't Triple H. He said if Cody doesn't accept this challenge, then The Rock and Roman will end Cody's story tragically. So then The Rock calls him out to answer for next week. He's about to end the promo by saying, if you smell, then Roman puts his hands on The Rock's arm and stops him. And I'm like, holy shit, oh shit. Everybody was freaking out. I was like, damn. So Roman makes The Rock take off his sunglasses, which he does. Roman says, my family, I acknowledge you as my tribal chief. No, my bad. So Roman says that he'll do anything for his family, but he needs this one thing. He looks at The Rock and tells him to acknowledge him. So The Rock takes off his sunglasses. And then Rock says, Roman Reigns, my family, I acknowledge you as my tribal chief. And The Rock and Roman, they shake hands and they embrace. A massive You Sold Out chant breaks out. And The Rock says, this is family, and don't do anything for family. And he says, now go home and smoke some more crack. And then he says, if you smell, and then he gives Roman the mic, and Roman Reigns says, what the bloodline's cooking. This was tremendous. I absolutely love this. This was fucking phenomenal. This went on a bit much, but it made sense. This was tremendous. This was absolutely perfect. I love this. The entrances were too long. Like, The Rock entrance was like close to 5 minutes. Roman's was like 3 minutes, so basically that was 8 minutes of the show right there eating up. And this promo had to be at least a good 15 minutes, so you're looking at a strong 23-minute segment, but it actually made sense, and this is great. I know a lot of people on social media were saying, oh no, The Rock and Roman, they're not going to be doing double duty. Bullshit. I've been told you guys that, not just me, but those of us who have brains and those of us who actually think, we told you guys that The Rock and Roman, they were going to do double duty, basically. It makes sense. Cody and Rock are not going to have a one-on-one match. That was never going to happen. Never. So this is great. This actually makes sense. We get a stipulation, which is great too. So I mean, this was tremendous. I love this. This is great. Excellent. And hopefully they harken back to this on Monday Night Raw. So this is a great segment. I actually love this. And I also do believe that they're setting up for Rock and Roman at WrestleMania 41, where Roman's probably going to turn babyface, and The Rock's going to probably continue to be a dick heel. So that's where they're going with this. But this was an excellent segment. A little bit long, but it got its point across. Moving on. So, Austin Theory, Grayson Waller, they're backstage watching the Elimination Chamber match. Randy Orton getting hurt. So, in comes LA Knight. He's asking them if they've seen AJ Styles. Both of them said they haven't. And then, LA Knight walks away. So, in comes Randy Orton from behind them. Pause. So they keep watching Orton getting hurt. Then he starts to do a sarcastic fake laugh. He challenges one of them to a match. later on, and Grayson Waller tells him that Austin Theory has always said that he would like to have a match with Randy Orton, and then so the match is made official, and then Orton leaves, and then Austin Theory and Grayson Waller, they argue. So this actually makes sense, I guess. I don't know. And then Austin Theory argues with Grayson Waller, telling him that he threw him under the bus, which he's correct about. All I can say is poor Austin Theory. What the fuck went wrong? I can say the same thing about Naomi. So, first match of the night, Tiffany Stratton versus Naomi. Tiffany Stratton defeats Naomi with the PTE, the prettiest moonsault ever. So, this is fine, I guess. But Naomi barely got an entrance. I don't even think she even got an entrance, I don't think. Poor Naomi. She is directionless as a deer in headlights. I'm like, oh my God. I feel so damn bad for Naomi. I truly do. I'm not going to hold you guys up. I feel bad for Naomi. I do. She deserves better. She deserves way better. Oh, man. She should have stayed in TNA for at least another year. At least. And then come to WWE in 2025 sometime. But damn, I feel bad for Naomi. Like, what do you do with Naomi? I mean, do you send her to NXT? I think that would be great. You could send her to NXT. That would give her something to do. I don't know, but man, this isn't looking good for Naomi. It's not. She's just there. Like, she's literally just there. Moving on. So this leads us into Bayley and Dakota Kai versus the Kabuki Warriors. So basically the match is a no contest. We all knew what would happen. Dakota Kai turns on Bayley. Bayley tries to tag in Dakota Kai for the hot tag. And Dakota Kai screws her over. So then this allows for Damage Control to beat the shit out of Bayley. I have no idea where they're going with this. Who is going to help Bayley fight off Damage Control? Who? I mean, we could use Naomi, but that's not enough. Who would be the other two women to help Bayley fight off Damage Control? I can't think of anybody. Excuse me. Right now, I can just think of Naomi. I can't think of any other two women. I don't know. But this was okay, I guess. But it was super predictable. Again, it is what it is. So this shit's been going on for months. So it is what it is. I'm fine with it. I wouldn't be shocked if this opens up. Well, not opens up, but if this, like, is in the middle of the show of night one, that being Bayley versus Io Sky, night one. I could see it being like the third or fourth match on the card. And again, I hope that Triple H does 12 matches. 6 matches night one, 6 matches night two. I think that's fine. That's actually fair. That's not bad. So hopefully they go with 6 matches each night. Moving on. Excuse me. Speaking of Damage Control, so they're backstage celebrating. So we actually see Jade Cargill. She stares them all down. I'm like, oh, okay, this could be fun. This could be interesting. So Nick Aldis comes in and tells Damage Control he'll deal with him later. And he asks Jade to enter in his office. So he's probably going to end up signing Jade Cargill. Again, what do you do with Jade Cargill? I think what they might do is Maybe put her in a tag team with Bianca Belair. I think that's what I've been hearing rumors-wise, which actually makes sense. But Jade has to do something on WrestleMania. If not, I mean, even if it's just to make it like a little quick appearance, that'll be fine. But does she necessarily have to have a match? No, not really. I don't think so. Again, do you put her on night one or do you put her on night two? But I mean, she has to be on WrestleMania. Moving on. So, Bron Breakker annihilates Zion Quinn, who I honestly thought was quietly released. I've not seen Zion Quinn in months. I can't even remember the last time I saw him. I literally thought he was quietly released. I'm not even going to hold you guys up. I'm like, damn, he's still employed. So Braun wins in like 10 seconds with a spear. This is fine, but again, does Triple H have any plans for Bron Breakker? Because this is going to get old with Braun just destroying NXT jobbers. Like, come on. We need to get more creative. Triple H, stop being so damn lazy and get this guy in a feud. Seriously. Moving on. So, a video package of Seth with Escobar airs. He's speaking with Angel, Humberto Carrillo, and Elektra Lopez. They talk about Carlito, and then we see clips of the history between Carlito and Santos Escobar. So this leads us into our street fight match involving Santos Escobar and Carlito. The match was solid. It was fun. I enjoyed it. But Rey Mysterio made his return towards the end of the match. He got a massive pop. And he took out Humberto Carrillo and Angel Garza with crutches, which was great. Also, the rest of the LWO, they got involved, that being Cruz del Toro and Joaquin Wild, they got involved. And there was a really cool spot where Santos Escobar and Rey Mysterio, they stared each other down. Santos was talking shit to Rey. Rey ended up ducking Santos' punch. This allows for Carlito to spit the apple into Santos Escobar, and then he follows that with a backbreaker. That allows for Rey to hit the 619, and then Carlito slams Santos Escobar to the table. 1, 2, 3. This match was fun. I enjoyed this, and Rey Mysterio being back is fine. I'm wondering if this is going to set up Santos Escobar and Rey Mysterio at WrestleMania. Hopefully it does. If not, it's fine. Rey seems to be doing okay, but it is what it is. I think he's been gone for 3 months. He's been gone, I think, since October. If not October, I know it's November. I know it's between October and November is when he got injured, so I don't know. But hopefully Rey will make a speedy recovery. I hope. So this was very, very fun. If not, we can do a 6-man tag. Or maybe, 6-man tag. So, Angel Garza, Humberto Carrillo, and Santos Escobar versus Rey Mysterio and Joaquin Wild, or Rey Mysterio, Carlito, and Joaquin Wild, or however you want to do it. I can see a 6-man tag coming. So that was fun. Moving on. So Nick Aldis, he's backstage with New Catch Republic. Ugh. I want to fucking barf. Ugh. I hate that name. And I despise Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate. Fuck them. They tell him that they'll do what it takes to have a title match at WrestleMania. Nick Aldis says that at WrestleMania is a tall order. But he and Adam Pearce have been talking about the tag titles, and they're going to have an announcement that they're going to share soon. I'm like, okay, that's fine, but not really that damn important. What they might just do is split up the tag titles, so better late than never. moving on. So LA Knight, he pops up. So Nick Aldis walks up to LA Knight and he tells him that he's looking for AJ Styles. Nick Aldis tells LA Knight that he told AJ not to be there tonight. So LA Knight says that tells Nick Aldis that AJ flew across the world to screw him out of a match. LA Knight tells Nick Aldis he will find him at home if he has to. LA Knight has the chair that AJ hit him with, and he tells Nick Aldis that there's nothing he can do about it. So that's fine. They're still gonna set up the LA Knight AJ Styles feud. That's fine. I know some people don't like that for WrestleMania, but it makes perfect sense. You can still build it. You got another 5 weeks to build it, so why not do it? I know people think it's a Smackdown match, but it's better than nothing. So, moving on. Main event. Randy Orton versus Austin Theory with Grayson Waller. So, Kevin Owens, he was out on commentary, and I wanted to bang my head into a fucking wall until I lose consciousness. So Randy Orton gets the win via the RKO. And then post-match, Grayson Waller attacks Randy Orton from behind. Kevin Owens comes in to make the save. And then Kevin Owens hits a stunner on Austin Theory. And Randy Orton hits Grayson Waller with an RKO. And then Orton daps up Kevin Owens. I'm just like, oh my God, fuck this shit. And Smackdown goes off the air. So, Smackdown was solid for the most part. I enjoyed it. The Rock and Roman promo was solid. I loved it. It set up so many layers. It sets up WrestleMania 41, Roman versus Rock. It sets up the tag match, which was inevitable, and everybody should have seen coming 10 miles away. That's not hard to figure out. Naomi is directionless. Tiffany Stratton is directionless. Who's going to help Bayley fight off Damage Control outside of Naomi? Who's going to help her out and assist her? I don't know. LA Knight and AJ Styles building their feud. That's fine. That's great. Same thing with Rey Mysterio and Santos Escobar building their feud. That's great as well. So SmackDown was fun for the most part. It was very, very fun. The Bloodline segment was a bit long, but it needed to be to get the points across. But what did you guys think? Like, comment, and subscribe. I'll catch you guys later. Peace.